Will India buy Iranian oil despite American sanctions? Tehran sent its foreign minister, Javad Zarif, to ask this of the Indian government. And he was told that a decision will be taken only after the election. Iran, you see, is desperate. It is losing precious revenue. India stopped buying Iranian oil this month in the wake of renewed American sanctions. This is Mr. Zarif's second visit to India this year. The timing is significant. This comes amid rising tensions in West Asia. It is rare for a country to host a foreign minister in the middle of an election at such a critical time, but India made an exception for Iran's foreign minister. Zarif, who landed in New Delhi last night, described India as an important partner.
Well, India is one of our most important partners, both economic partner, political partner, and regional partners. We have regular consultations with India on various issues, and I'm here to have consultations with my counterpart on the most recent developments in the region as well as our bilateral relations.
Zarif was in New Delhi for less than 15 hours, during which he met with Indian Foreign Minister Sushma Swaraj. At the top of his agenda was oil. Iran is among the top suppliers of oil to India, but the United States wants India to stop buying Iranian oil. How to pay for the oil is another challenge. In the past, India and Iran had devised alternative payment mechanisms bilaterally, such as barter trade or allowing Iran's Pasargad Bank to open a branch in Mumbai, and multilaterally via the Halk Bank of Turkey, the EIH Bank of Germany, or using non-dollar currencies such as the euro. The Chabahar port was another important issue. Chabahar, remember, has a strategic significance, including offering India transit to and from Afghanistan. The Indian Foreign Ministry spokesperson tweeted that the two ministers discussed about the regional situation, including Afghanistan. The Iranian embassy in New Delhi has also tweeted that the two sides discussed about the Iran nuclear deal, also known as the Joint Comprehensive Plan of Action, the JCPOA. Sushma Swaraj said last year that India only adheres to United Nations sanctions, not sanctions imposed by a country. In February this year, Prime Minister Narendra Modi told Indian lawmakers that India is friends with Iran, just as it was with Saudi Arabia or Israel. But India has since come under increasing pressure from the US to curtail its ties with Iran, and that's what they've done. As Zarif wrapped up his New Delhi visit, his American counterpart, Mike Pompeo, reached Russia's Black Sea resort of Sochi for talks with President Vladimir Putin and Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov. Pompeo landed in Sochi from Brussels, where he met with the foreign ministers of the UK, France, Germany, and the European Union to seek their understanding on Iran. EU Foreign Minister Federica Mogherini was categorical that Washington must show restraint, as tensions with Iran could lead to an armed conflict. It was the second disappointment for Pompeo in as many weeks. Last week, the EU regretted the imposition of American sanctions. They said that the European Union will continue legitimate trade with Iran. The EU has set up what is called the Instrument of Trade and Exchanges, or the INSTEX, for trade with Iran.